Namaskar, I am your host Sugandha Shekhawat and you're watching Lokmat Rajasthan. As Washington turns the screws on New Delhi with a steep tariff hike, mirroring its tough stance on Japan, India braces for a trade storm. Pressure mounts for a firm response amid mounting US caution with Chinese support and global geopolitical voices weighing in on the counters of the economic showdown. Here's the full report. India now finds itself in a Washington's crosshair as the US ramps up its tariff strategy. On August 6, President Trump signed an executive order increasing duties on Indian imports by an additional 25%, joining a pre-existing 25% levy, a move bearing an uncanny resemblance to earlier US pressure tactics against Japan. Analysts argue this escalation marks a deliberate shift towards treating India as the next major challenge to US economic dominance. The reason behind the spike? Trump cites India's significant purchases of Russian oil as a pretext. The growing economic divergence, India's sizable trade surplus with the US and ties with Moscow has made the South Asian nation a strategic target in the US global tariff offensive. India's political circles responded swiftly. Congress MP Shashi Tharoor issued a strong warning, urging India to retaliate with a 50% tariff on American goods. If India doesn't matter to them, why stop at 17%? He challenged, demanding proportional action in defense of national interest. Meanwhile, across the border, Beijing signaled its backing. Chinese embassy spokesperson Yu Jing tweeted, India's sovereignty is non-negotiable and its foreign policy choices cannot be manipulated by other countries. She also said that China-India economic and trade relations are grounded in complementarity, urging solidarity amid US abuses of tariffs. Moscow-based analyst Andrew Korybuko echoed a geopolitical narrative in his newsletter, warning that Trump's tariff barrage may be aimed at curbing India's ascent as a global power. In stark terms, he wrote that Trump seems hell-bent on derailing India's rise, suggesting the economic squeeze is not merely transactional but strategic. Chinese and Russian experts observing from afar interpret this moment as a sign that the US, encountering a potentially multipolar future, is trying to blunt rising powers by economic isolation. As global alignment shifts, India may be compelled to recalibrate its options between integration with Western markets and solidarity with fellow emerging giants. As the US intensifies its tariff campaign, India stands at a strategic crossroad, with domestic leaders urging retaliation and global players like China affirming solidarity. India must craft a response that safeguards its sovereignty, economic vitality, and long-term ascent in a shifting multipolar world. The stakes couldn't be higher for trade, diplomacy, and India's future trajectory. What is your take on this? Share in comments and keep watching Lokmat Rajasthan.